For many hunters, the anticipation of the hunt is the best part, especially for sheep hunters. In most cases, sheep hunters wait decades for their chance at a Rocky Mountain Bighorn permit. Any sheep hunter will tell you, drawing the tag takes patience, but filling the tag takes hard work. Rocky Mountain Bighorn inhabit some of the roughest and steepest terrain in North America. Miles away from where the pavement ends is where John Porter finds himself each fall. New hunters, same country. Having guided over 100 successful sheep hunts in Wyoming, John doesn't have to look far to find a familiar canyon or hillside where a lifelong dream became reality.
Nice girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, baby.
Sorry.
Work the bolt. That is dandy ramming. Nice shot.
Thank you.
Nice job, man. One and done.
Way to go, John.
Look at that smile. Nice. Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Reliving those moments each fall is just one of the perks that comes with being a sheep guy. Only time will tell where and when this year's hunt will come to an end. And for John, that's the best part.
I'm Adam Milburn from Princeton, Missouri. I'm watching the experts pack everything up to load up the horses and learning as much as I can, but just super excited. I think I started applying for sheep tags in Wyoming when I was about 28 years old, so to have an actual chance to get out in these mountains and even see a sheep is a dream come true for me, and that's why I picked John Porter. He's the best, and I look forward to a great hunt and making some great friends.
Ready? Yep. One of the nice things about a Sierra box hitch is you can hook it in here, or I could hook it in behind that. You can trap it, you can modify it a lot of different ways, depending on what your load is and what kind of oddball stuff. It would be nice if everything was nice and even shaped and fit on a horse, but it never seems to happen that way. Making certain to get this rope in between the pack and the pads and not under the pads on the horse. Okay, back to you, back in front. Okay, so all we're doing here is just tying off the tail. Put a half hitch on there just to lock that. Little chain link here just to use up the extra rope. We'll tuck that in there, and that is guaranteed to stay on until it comes off.
I don't know if I necessarily did everything in my power to get totally ready. I think I was ready mentally, but I think that you can always be more physically ready for a hunt like this. I've hunted sheep before in the Northwest Territories. I've hunted a lot of different big game around North America, but bighorn was always top on my list of what I wanted to hunt. And I didn't just want it to be a hunt, I wanted it to be an experience. And it wasn't necessarily the size of ram that I was going to take as much as it was the experience. Because when I'm older, I want to be able to look back and remember what it took to get that ram.
Northern Canadian meat mashers, huh? Very good. Right, put them sticks under this side too.
With camp set up and horses out to pasture, at first light, this hunt will officially be underway.
Always with the reins in your hand.
We were hunting some tough country, a lot of timber, took a lot of glassing to be able to find the sheep, and John has a knack for being able to do that. He was seeing sheep, and even after he pointed them out to me, it would take another 10 minutes for me to even see the ram. And that was really, really special to have somebody like that on my side on this hunt, being able to find those rams.
So this country that we're hunting in is pretty remote country. It's pretty rough country. It's very high elevation. So you take a guy that lives at sea level or 1,000 feet elevation, when he comes here, it takes a while for him to get acclimated to the altitude. And so horses are pretty much a must for most people. Very few people can really actually backpack into this country because, like on this particular day, we're probably 12 to 14 miles from where we were camped, which was already 4 hours in horseback where we camped. So I take horses into places that most people don't take horses. That enables us to get there, look around for a bunch of rams, blow off of that mountain, get to another mountain, climb the real steep stuff, get up there, look for some more rams, pick up and move again, and then I can go somewhere else the next day. I'm 53 years old, and why I still love hunting sheep, some days I wonder, because I got parts that hurt where I didn't even know I had parts when I was younger, but I'm pretty hard-headed when it comes to getting after these sheep, and so I keep going and keep going. But sheep hunting is so unique because each different bunch of sheep can have quite different habits. I mean, I've had rams that, you know, a hunter just stands up a little bit too much on the hill, and they're 1,000+ yards away, and the rams get up and go. But sheep are different day in, day out. The weather conditions, whether it's hot, whether they like to lay out in the sun because it's a cooler day, early in the season. I don't know why I've got the bug, but I think I've now taken 143 bighorns, and I can't wait to go again next year.
The first couple days on the mountain yielded several rams in a variety of different age classes. John, knowing full well what kind of rams this country is capable of producing, advises Adam to be patient and hold out for an older ram. As the hunt progressed into day 3, the weather turned for the worst, leaving visibility low but spirits still high.
Yep, toasted a piece of pizza with a stick this long. It's kind of like porcupines making love. You gotta be careful.
On day 4, John led the way into some of his favorite honey holes, only to find more holes than honey. With day 5 on the horizon and good weather in the forecast, all Adam can do is wait and see what tomorrow holds.
As the hunt progressed, you get more tired. You start to have a little bit of doubt. Will this all come together? You've waited a lifetime for the opportunity. I believe it was our 5th day, and John had said the night before that we were going to go on a big, long ride, a big circle. And we'd been on some fairly long rides, and I was getting a little bit more comfortable in the saddle, but I don't know if I was necessarily ready for the ride that we went on day 5. And boy, did we go on a ride. We went and went. John finally spotted a group of 7 rams. He said that was going to be our play for the day, and I didn't realize what it was going to take to get there. But we rode about another hour and a half to get in position to be able to make a climb. And when I first looked up at that climb where we were going, I didn't know if I had it in me physically to be able to get up to where those rams were. Mentally, I was pretty sure I could conquer it, but I really had to break it down one step at a time to be able to get up to be in position.
I always plan my stalks to try to get to the best shooting position, because a lot of the guys don't take the time to practice how they really need to practice when it comes to field shooting. They go out and shoot off the bench. Well, newsflash, guys, I'm not bringing the bench, so that's not going to be there. So we need to learn how to improvise in the field to get the gun set up, tripod out in front of it, get the back end of the gun down to where he's holding his hand on the back end of the gun, and a good stable position for a couple reasons. One is you always want a stable position for a good shot. The other thing is, in that kind of wind, you need to have a really stable position, otherwise that wind's twisting on your gun. Adam got in a good position there. I was able to sit right beside him. When I told him, go ahead, put your crosshairs right here and squeeze the trigger, for whatever reason, probably a bit of a downdraft in there, possibly a little bit of gun handling. The shot ended up just a little bit low on this ram, but it went through, aiming for the offside shoulder, which I like to do on a rifle shot, and that's exactly what it did. It caught some good vitals, broke the offside shoulder, and the ram didn't go far at all.
When I dreamed of the Rocky Mountain Bighorn sheep that I wanted to harvest, that was the ram that I actually ended up harvesting. And we had that perfect 550-yard broadside shot. I consider myself a better than average shot, but there's a lot of things that go on when it comes to the critical moment of trying to take your animal, whatever that may be. And I've been fortunate enough to have been involved with Best to the West rifles for the past 5 years, and I've taken some magnificent animals that I feel, had I not had their system, I would not have been successful in harvesting those animals. So for me, it's been a great relationship, and one that's led to much success in my hunting career.
Waited a lifetime to have the opportunity to come up here to Wyoming and hunt these beautiful Rocky Mountain Bighorns. I always knew that if I had the chance, John would be the man that I'd call, and opportunity came up this year, and Sure didn't disappoint.
Well, Adam put a really nice shot on this ram at 525, and he didn't go very far at all. The old Hornady ELDX rips another one. Good shot, buddy.
Thanks,
I
John.
love it. We got a lot of packing to do here and a lot of miles, and whatever we do in the daylight is that much less we got to do with our headlamps tonight, so we better get to cracking, boys. Congrats, Adam.
Thank you.
It's still hard for me today to believe that I've actually went on a Rocky Mountain Bighorn sheep hunt. I had dreamed about it for many, many years. In fact, today is my oldest son's 22nd birthday. When I first started applying for sheep hunts was about the year that he was born. He might have been 1 year old or so. And I didn't look like I do now. I was a lot younger. I probably would have had a little bit better time physically up there in the mountains, but you know, the time came, and I was very, very fortunate to have the opportunity to go on this hunt, and being able to hunt those magnificent animals up where they live, up in some of the most tremendous country in the world, was just a very, very special thing that I will never forget. As I was getting halfway through the hunt, a little bit concerned, you know, will I get a ram? You know, those thoughts go through your head, and he said that I wasn't leaving that mountain without my tag on a Rocky Mountain Bighorn, and that gave me the confidence, knowing that he was going to do his part, and really what the critical factor was for me to do my part. And knowing you have an outfitter like that behind you when it comes to the hunt of a lifetime, that's priceless.
Thanks for watching this episode of The Best of the West. Be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the latest long-range hunting adventures.